What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning the villain, Devin Haney and Bob Arum. Devin Haney responds to Bob Arum's comments that Lomachenko won the fight, and he said, quote, "Bob, old ass, was sleep all fight. I took a look at him between rounds." And actually answering another question, they asked if he did resign with old ass Bob. And he said, absolutely not. Let me counterpunch. First off, I'm glad that didn't happen. The news broke with Paulo Malignaggi that he did re-sign with Bob Arum. That's where the source came from. But gladly, for Devin Haney's sake, it's not true. Why? Because why would you want a promoter or keep dealing with a promoter that thought you lost? Because first of all, it's not a promoter's job to really even decide or publicly make a statement like that, because he promotes both fighters. He promotes Lomachenko, and he signed with Top Rank. So he promoted both fighters during the contest. So it looks super biased from Bob Arum, but it does look super true, because Bob's old, he doesn't give a shit, but it's still a bad move for business on Bob's part just by picking a side. Because when anyone decides or make a decision that the other fighter won, it's like the opposite fighter will feel some type of way, and they should. Not saying Devin Haney didn't do a good job. I think, again, Devin Haney did what he could. But Devin Haney, by the masses, a lot of people thought Devin Haney lost. Okay? And him saying he was looking in between rounds and he was asleep, dude, I can believe that. Because you really have to consider how many bouts that Bob Arum actually attended in his life for the last 60 years. And it has to be it has to be in the thousands, the hundreds. And all that shit probably is like, another fucking fight, another catastrophic, run-of-the-mill, lightweight. Who was this? Roberto Duran? So, yeah, that's funny. And, I don't doubt it. I think, Bob has a nod or two. That's the old swag. You know what I mean? You can take a break in between rests or breaths, right? And maybe he did a couple of those where Devin Haney can see. But it shows you how aware these fighters are and everybody that sees them. Because I do the same thing. Even when I watch a fight, I look at everyone's expressions, the promoter's expressions. Really, you don't see the coach until they're in the corner. But for the most part, everybody around them, especially those promoters. So good job for Devin Haney for not signing with Bob, knowing what Bob said, because he would have been stuck in a rock and a hard place. That's why I don't see him going back with Eddie Hearn. Because Eddie Hearn picked Shakur Stevenson to win the bout if they fought with Devin Haney. So it only leaves Oscar De La Hoya and Al Heyman. Maybe Lou DiBella, who knows. But this does answer a lot of questions from Devin Haney. He's not re-signed with Bob Arum. And he said his old ass was sleeping between rounds. So good for Devin Haney for cracking the lid on someone that didn't see the fight or couldn't judge the fight if he was half asleep most of the time. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Devin Haney setting the record straight. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!